FS1 NBA analyst Chris Broussard with us. Chris, possibility, could you see Kawhi teaming up with LeBron?
If I had to break it down where I think Kawhi will go percentage-wise, I'm going to say 70% chance he goes to the Clippers, 20% that he stays in Toronto, 10% that he goes to the Lakers.
Okay. Wow.
And part of it is, like Ric Bucher said, if they get Kawhi, Rob Pelinka will get the job permanently. That's not how you catch a free agent.
Yeah.
You have to have the permanent plan in place before you get the free agent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they need to have their front office in place by the end of May, in my estimation. Give you a month to get ready to change the perception around the league with agents, with players, et cetera, et cetera. Look, if they get a Jerry West, if they get a David Griffin to run the front office, I think the chances of getting Kawhi improve. Because what the Clippers have over them now, like, I do think Kawhi just wants to be in L.A. for the most part.
Yes.
I give Toronto a little chance. But even if they were to win it, don't tell me Kawhi can't leave if they win it. He actually can leave. I think it's easier for him to leave if they win it.
I won y'all.
Now you're a two-time champion.
True.
You can do whatever you want, you know? So I think he wants to be in L.A. And the Clippers right now, they're so much better run as an organization than the Lakers. Everybody sees it. They've recruited Kawhi all year. They've had people going to the games.
Yep.
Hey, just letting you know, we're here, Kawhi. You know? Like, that's great. And I think Kawhi, I don't think it's anything against LeBron. They're friendly. Like, you remember last summer, they played ball together at UCLA. Kevin Durant was there. It was a big picture and all that. And I'll tell you this, earlier in the season, LeBron's camp was convinced they were getting Kawhi. Convinced they were getting Kawhi.
Because?
They were just like, Kawhi's coming. Kawhi's coming. They probably relayed that to Jeanie, and that may be why she may be confident about it. But that confidence, in my conversation, that waned a few months ago. And now I don't hear that same confidence that they're getting Kawhi. So,
were they getting it from Kawhi's camp?
Well, look, you know, the guys talk. So they were, it was from talking to people with Kawhi's camp. And what I've always been told from Kawhi's camp is that he just wants to be in L.A. Mm-hmm. It could be Clippers. It could be Lakers. This goes all the way back to when he was still with the Spurs. Mm-hmm. And what I'm hearing now is nothing's really changed. So he's still set on L.A. or looking at L.A. and either team. So I don't think the Lakers are out of it, but they're in such disarray. Why would you step into that? And finally, I think Kawhi, you know his personality, Skip. I mean, he just wants to play ball. And does he want to?
Don't ask.
I don't think he wants to deal with all the
play ball when he wants to.
When he wants to, I get it, because I'm not high on missing 22 games for rest.
He about to get that. He about to get a max contract. He gonna be playing now.
You think? Yeah. All right, we'll see.
He said, I'm not gonna do an Isaiah Thomas. Y'all not gonna do me like little Isaiah.
I don't think he wants. And again, some of it's LeBron brings drama. Some of it's just the intensity of the media coverage on him creates stuff. The Lakers bring drama because of who they are. I don't know if Kawhi wants to deal with all that. Although those two might be the only duo would be better than that would be LeBron and KD.
Okay, but
only duo.
Shannon over here thinks that Kawhi and LeBron don't fit.
Really?
I think Kawhi wants to be more of the guy, because if he goes to the Clippers, unless they get KD, he's going to be the big fish. Right. You pair him with Kyrie, you pair him with Kemba, he's still going to be the big fish. Mm-hmm. I don't know, even in year 17, if you pair him with LeBron, he's the big fish.
He may not be for the first year,
right?
Or maybe even the second year.
Well, baby,
but
that's
going forward, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's got to be.
I'm gonna get out the water, and I'm gonna let you have this I'm gonna let you have this big old pond by yourself. See, from what I'm hearing, from what I've heard, Rob Pelinka, Skip, how do you get around his baggage when him in that position? My grandfather used to say, boy, the one thing I hate more than anything is a liar. He said, if you lie, you'll steal. If you steal, you'll cheat. Now, they said this man done stole everybody's client. He done pulled a fast one on the former owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mm. Skip, how do we trust that? If I'm an agent and I got free agent, you think I'm going to send him there after the lies you done told and I know you've told? Mm. So that's what Jeanie Buss is going to have to look at. You got a guy in position of authority that I'm not so sure a whole lot of people trust. So now how do you get past? How do you get past that? Forget Bron, because Bron gonna do his thing. Bron gonna be working behind the scene because he about to pull that G600. That thing about to get a bunch of mileage. Because, he keep them pilots on standby. So he about to get a bunch of mileage. Wherever Kawhi at, Kawhi can't outrun us. As a matter of fact, we might show up to a Toronto game.
He has a movie to make.
Don't be surprised if you see LeBron with a pair of sunglasses and a hat
he wears New
in Toronto. You don't be, LeBron with a pair of shades with a mustache like Bobby Valentine. Remember, he got thrown out the game and came with that fake mustache. Don't be surprised you see LeBron, and I know you're going to say, why is he watching a game? Michael Jordan would never go watch another superstar play. I know that's what you're going to already say.
That was
but
good. I like that, actually.
That was his voice?
But get ready, because you're going to see LeBron in a couple of games.
Recruiting.
Yeah. Uncle Sam wants you.
First of all, it's ironic to me that Kobe's guy now just gained more power in LeBron's franchise. Because Pelinka is Kobe's guy.
Yeah.
Because Pelinka
That's
was his
why
agent.
he's still
And
there.
Jeanie,
That's why he's there.
And Kobe is Jeannie's guy.
Okay? So I wonder how Mr. LeBron feels about that now. Because all of a sudden, his guy, Magic, is out. I thought Magic was his guy because Magic raved the other night about, I recruited LeBron, and I'm still not convinced that he recruited him. I think LeBron recruited L.A.
Yeah, there didn't have to be much
Okay.
recruiting done.
All right.
But you're right. Look, Jeanie essentially chose Kobe over Magic because we're talking about did Magic want Luke out? Yeah, but the sticking point was Pelinka.
Yeah.
He wanted him
Because
out.
of Kobe, Jeanie wouldn't let that happen. So she chose Kobe over Magic and essentially Kobe over LeBron.
I agree. So how do you think LeBron today feels about all of the above?
That may be why. Look, I think LeBron should have said something Tuesday night or Wednesday, but that may be why he's not saying anything because he's angry. And better, you know how they say, if you're angry, don't say anything.
Well, you know what? We gonna guess what, Skip Bayless? What we gonna do? LeBron's gonna do. He's gonna summon Jeanie Buss to Brentwood.
Okay.
Now she gonna have to come down and sit on our couch.
I'm not sure anybody summons Jeanie.
Well, I
Yeah, I
tell you
don't
what.
either.
Well, how about this here? You like missing the playoffs again? Because if I don't recruit a superstar player, that's exactly what's going to happen. So now, Jeanie Buss, I need you to come down to Brentwood. Bring whoever you got your security detail, and I need you to sit down on my couch, and we're going to need to map out a plan of how we're going to do this because we in business together.
I don't know where Jeanie lives. Marina Del Rey. I don't know.
Probably Malibu. I don't care.
I don't know.
Probably all over. Got
Probably
Yeah,
all
let's be
over.
honest.
We got that kind of money.
Wherever she
Wherever
wants.
she wants, all
And
locations.
she would summon LeBron to wherever she is.
Bron
That's how
ain't
that
going.
would happen.
Bron ain't going.
Yeah.
He
Bron ain't
should.
going.
He should
No, we
go.
don't. No, we don't.
Why not?
We ain't going
That's
nowhere.
his
We busy.
boss.
So I'm going to say this one more time. The other shock to me about Magic's off-the-cuff, bizarre, great, step-down speech the other night that he gave the media. He goes 45 minutes, and he mentioned LeBron James one time in the context of, I recruited LeBron. That's what I do best. I recruit. I close deals in my businesses. We got billion-dollar deals because I close them. That's what his point was. I need to get back to closing
He'll
deals
close
in my
them.
business, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm with you on that. But not one time did he thank LeBron or talk about my partner LeBron because it seemed like they were business partners. Like LeBron came here to be Magic's guy, and together they were going to reconquer the world for the Lakers.
You can't say that publicly,
Okay?
Skip.
Yeah, but you should have some feeling of emotion because obviously then there are rampant reports. I'm sure you've heard the same thing. Magic didn't even call. I get why he didn't call Jeanie because he was mad at Jeanie because he'd been put on the hot seat the day before. But why didn't you call LeBron and give him a heads up? Because you were in this together.
He might have.
I
I believe he might have shot Bron a quick text, bro. I'm out.
I would think he would do at least that. I wonder though.
Well, the reports were nothing. Even Brian
Right.
Windhorst, who's pretty close with the LeBron camp, I don't know if he's close with LeBron, but he reported LeBron was blindsided.
And with that
by it.
I
impromptu,
wonder if it was embarrassment. Because I think when Magic and Rich Paul and LeBron met on Saturday for 3 hours, I think Magic laid out, look, we're going to get rid of Luke. We're going to bring in Ty Lue. We're getting rid of Pelinka. We're going to whatever, bring in whoever, right? And then you go talk to Jeanie, and she's like, no, you're not. So now you're supposed to be the most powerful person in the organization. You the guy, you sold LeBron on that.
Right.
And you thought you were.
Right.
And now you're not. Maybe it was just embarrassment.
Right.
That's interesting.
And I agree
Maybe.
because Jeanie kept saying publicly in podcasts and to anybody, that's going to be Magic's decision. And then when it was reported that Magic wanted to get rid of Luke, at the trade deadline of All-Star, she said no. It's reported that he wanted to get rid of Rob Pelinka. She said no. Well, you keep telling people publicly I got all this power, but privately you stripping me down. So you know what? I tell you what I'm going to do, Jeanie. Because first of all, I took a pay cut to take this job.
Right.
Skip said I got billion-dollar deals I close, because that's what I do. I'm the Mo Rivera of closing business deals.
He is. I give you
So
that,
you know
'cause
what,
he's
Jeanie?
done it his whole life.
I don't need this.
Yep.
I can be Magic all the time as opposed to part-time. So you know
Yep.
what, Jeanie? Just so you and I don't fall out, I would never fall out with you because I have too much respect for your dad. And I love you like a sister. You know, teeth and tongue will fall out, but family shouldn't fall out. Magic views Jeanie as family. I ain't going to fall out with you, Jeanie. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say I'm up out of here. Impromptu, because nobody knew Skip, because Magic was talking about, we walking in the game and everybody talking about next year we going to be all right. And Magic talking about, I'm not going to be here. You know, I'm like, whoa, man, what's that? But he shot Bron. I can assure you, he shot Bron a text. Bro, I'm out. Bro, I can't deal with this. I'm sorry that I brought you here into this situation. I sold you the bill of goods that somebody sold me.
Unless Magic thought he got sold a bill of goods by LeBron, who was not all in.
Bron is all in. Both feet is on the wagon.
Now, the irony of that statement is Magic obviously wasn't all in either. So they shared that not being all in. But in the end, I don't think Magic loved LeBron's behavior last year. His body language, his lack of leadership, his lack of complete, total commitment to this.
Well, I think his leadership is fine. Look, and he said he's been working on his body language his entire career. That's something that he's going to. It's like an addict. It's something you work on every day. Yeah. Because when you've done something so long, that's your behavior. That's the pattern of behavior that you get when something upsets you. Yep. He understands he needs to work on that, Skip. But I just believe that once Jeanie Buss told Magic that he wasn't going to be able to do what he thought he was, that's in my purview. That's in my power. That's me. I should be able to hire and fight. You told me I could. Remember, Jeanie, you called me. I ain't call you looking for the job.